I know it's going to sound silly, but it's like 42 degrees, and it might not sound like it's cold, but it's very cold.
Dude, it's 40 degrees in Connecticut right now, and that's warm. Like the snow is melting.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah, so
been
we're not
18.
the the homes here and the offices are not built for like 42 degrees.
Yeah,
So it's cold. It's cold in here.
I hear ya.
Hence I have a sweatshirt and a jacket on.
I was thinking about wearing shorts today. I don't know. So some big news since we last talked. The Tesla released the Model Y Juniper, pre-released it, put it up for pre-order, right? So what do you think? How do you like the looks of it?
I do like the look of it. I
Yeah,
like the front headlights, I guess I should
yeah,
say.
the light bar in the front. Um,
Yep.
and it's got the light bar in the front, the really slim headlights. It's got the nose looks a lot like the Model 3 Highland refresh, but then it's got the cool light bar in the rear. It has like indirect light on it, so that's really cool. It kind of sets it apart, and it's got all the same things that the Model 3 Highland had. It's got the LED accent lighting.
Yep.
It's got the dual pane glass all around. It's got
I like the back of it too.
the back is cool. I couldn't grab a good picture of
Yeah,
the
they don't.
back.
Tesla doesn't have. They don't. It looks like they don't have that 360 view, right? Like
The camera view?
where you can rotate the car around, right?
No, you mean on the screen?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
no, they don't have it on the
No,
website.
like when you're reviewing the car on their site.
Yeah, right. I couldn't get a picture of the backlit. Yeah, and I mean it's interesting because the one they put up now is the launch edition, right? So like if you want to get this new Model Y Juniper, you have to pre-order the launch edition. You can get it in 3 months, right? But it's $12,000 more than the current long range
Hmm.
Model Y. So I don't know. I don't know about that. So
No, I mean I could definitely wait. Like I'm not buy I wouldn't buy that car, but I would. I don't feel the urgency to buy now and pay extra $12,000. Just based off of my experience on the first one
yeah,
and
the
them
price is
dropping
going
the
to come
price
down.
and all this.
They're
Yeah,
gonna
exactly.
as soon as the current Model Ys sell out, they're gonna remove the launch edition or sell it besides the regular long range, right, for less money. So I put
Yeah,
a poll up,
and then on top of that, the resale value
the resale
too.
for sure. So yeah, so I put up a poll like what people would do: order the Model Y Juniper, it's only 12,000 more. Or the
Only
pre-refresh and save
12,000.
12,000. Or the pre-refresh and save 12,000.
Well, if I wanted the new one, I would just wait. I would just wait.
Exactly. But in my poll, I also had to order the Rivian R2 for delivery in the next 2 years because it's not going to be shipping for 2 years. And then another option, order the Model 3 Highland is 12,500 less than the Juniper launch edition. So interesting. A lot of people said they would order the Model Y Juniper. Same people said they'd order the Rivian R2 and wait. And then the same amount of people said they would order the Model 3 Highland. It's $12,500 less, right? But the least amount of people said order the pre-refresh Model Y. Interesting, right?
Yeah.
But it's just a poll. We're not actually taking their money, so.
Yeah.
So interesting, but yeah, it's got some cool features now. We kind of waited a week to talk about it because like no one really knew much. Everyone saw the pictures last week, but it's one of the good things. It's got power automatic liftgate, so if you stand in back of the liftgate with your phone, it'll automatically open. That's a nice feature.
Yeah. Yeah, that would be nice.
And then once it's
And then
open,
you said the seat too, right? The seat
yeah,
goes
once
down.
it's open, it's electrically folding second row seats.
Yeah.
So you push the button, they fold down automatically, and then the headrest on the front seats will move forward so that they can clear and then move back. So that's pretty slick.
Oh, that's pretty cool. I was saying that I think the ID Buzz does something like that, but I don't think it moves forward then back again.
Yeah, it's pretty cool showing their software automation there. you know, it's got a few, you know, it's got the screen in the back now, so that, you know, you can watch movies back there or play games and
Yeah,
stuff, which is, it's nice. I know you like that screen. It's not that
I
useful,
know.
probably. Like, you know, for me, it's not useful.
You know what I've been doing though? I've been turning on YouTube on the front screen.
Ah,
Like if you open the browser, you
yeah.
can watch YouTube. Like you can really just listen to it. It doesn't really the video is like
Oh, okay.
frozen pretty much the whole time.
Yeah.
But you can actually listen to like video and stuff. So I've
While you're
watched
driving, it doesn't show the video though.
no, the video is up.
Oh, really?
It's just the streaming it doesn't do a good job with the streaming of the video. So
Oh,
it's like
okay.
it's
Yeah, that's
frozen.
they don't want you doing that.
Yeah. But if you open the browser, you can do that.
All right, good tip. Good tip. So yeah, there's the model. There's the Model Y Juniper refresh. I think it's going to sell really big. I mean, you know, a lot of the hardware is the same. You know, range and performance and such is pretty similar. But then we've got some big news about a new product from EnGenius
Yeah.
coming out. So it's not available yet, but you sent me one to review, and it's pretty impressive. It's a cloud managed IP camera, and I'll put up a picture of the one I have here. You have one there. Oh wait, hang on. So you can show the actual product. All right, so I installed this now. It's a dome IP camera, and you see those screws on the top there. You remove those, and then you basically mount the base plate that's underneath. Show the base plate. So then you mount that to the wall, and there's a template too.
Let me grab the base plate.
Yeah, so there's a metal base plate.
What did you think of the base plate?
It's good. It's good. But I had a suggestion that you put a sticker on it pointing which way's up. Now it may be labeled on there that I just didn't see.
There is an arrow.
There is an arrow. Okay. Yeah, that's not up though. That's where the cable comes through.
Oh, gotcha.
So when you position the camera on that mount, I would put a sticker on both the mount and the camera, and that's to hold the Ethernet gland, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that it doesn't move around. And yeah, that part's show the Ethernet connection too.
Oh.
The port. So yeah, so that's a weatherproof connection, right? So you have like a O-ring that snaps over that, and in my experience with outdoor IP cameras, that's where it fails. Like if any water gets in that, it rusts the connections, and then the camera kind of fizzles out after that.
Right.
So
in this version, it comes with onboard memory.
it does. Okay, I was wondering.
Yeah, so it's about 30 days, depending on like the activity.
About 30 days. Now I'll show a picture of the camera. Let me see.
And what I'll do is I'm gonna register this to your
My cloud
network.
account.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do that live. So I'm
So
showing
to
a picture of the
register,
one
all
I
I have
have.
to do is open up the app, and then hit register device. And then there's a QR code on the bottom of that device.
Yep.
And I'm just saying, I'm not going to rename it or anything like that.
Yeah.
I'm going to assign it to your network.
Yep.
Apply.
You
Okay,
did
and I'm
that
going to
already?
plug that bad boy in.
Oh yeah, plug it in, and then I'll share my screen. We can show how
Hopefully it
kinda
comes online.
works.
I have it connected to a extender switch. I think it's connected. It should. We'll see if it comes up.
All right, I'll actually show my desktop now. Let me see. There we go. Try to open this up. There we go. So I'll show my camera now. We can go to details. So one thing I wanted to show here. Let's see if I can open this a little more. Yeah.
So, by the way, I do see two cameras. The one I just registered, so it's not online yet. So,
Okay. We'll show mine. So in the settings, you have some quality settings here that I'm showing. High dynamic range, which I enabled on mine. And then there's a setting for RTSP. So you can use this camera with the EnGenius Cloud, but you can also use it with third-party NVRs like Blue Iris or whatever you're using that supports RTSP. So that's really nice. That you can use it with your current setup or with the EnGenius Cloud. Now, you can see Brian registered the second device here. It's getting ready to come online, but let's look at mine real quick, and I'll show. It has smart motion search, so it actually has AI, right? It'll show vehicles and people and motion. So yeah, it'll show like motion. And if I hover,
it didn't capture your bicycle.
It did, yeah. It was actually, I was looking in the logs, and it was showing like that it saw a bicycle. so I'll show that in a second. So yeah, it can capture people, vehicle, and motion here, right? And then let's go back. Okay, the new camera's up, but I want to show one other thing first. Yeah, we'll go to settings, details.
Yeah, it might go through a firmware update.
Yeah, so it has an AI tab too. So look at this. The camera will try to detect all these.
Oh look, yeah, it's online.
Okay, so yeah, you can do public safety, violence, unauthorized entry, car accident, fall. This would be good in like managed care facilities or something like that, right? If you see somebody fall, kidnapping, littering. I like that one. Hang on a second. Slip and fall accidents. So it does all that stuff. Okay. Now. So yeah, it has the AI. It stores the clips on the camera's memory.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay, so let's look at yours.
Now, by the time it launches, there's going to be other options.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
So there's a lot that we're adding to it, in addition to what you're looking at right now.
Yeah. So I mean, that's nice that it stores on the camera memory, so you're not utilizing the cloud. Storage, you're not using all this cloud, it's pulling it locally, right? You can use the cloud to control it and see the footage. Looks like your camera's not quite up yet. Maybe doing a firmware update.
It was on for a minute.
Yeah.
And,
well, let's look at the log.
It's doing a firmware update.
Yeah, let's look in the log. Let's see what it's doing. Yeah. Goes online, uptime 63 seconds. Looks like is it online now?
Still saying out of date, but
I'll give it.
Let me look.
Let's look at mine. I'll look at mine real quick here. Let's look at my log. I want to show like some of the AI detection. Yeah. So.
Yeah, it's gone through a reboot right now.
It's okay. We'll check it out before we end. But yeah, you can see in the log that the camera's detecting objects, right? Like so. Detected person, detected car, detected bicycle, and then I'm assuming like later on you could probably use these to like trigger an event. And right now it sends an alert, right?
Yeah, to send you an alert for sure. Like either through the mobile app or through like the alert bell within the cloud interface.
So I'm sure that through the API at least you could use these to. If you detect a person, send an email or do something, in an area that nobody should be there, right?
Right. And you can set like areas, right, where the lines. You can set lines like crossing lines. Like if we're exiting or entering, it'll do. It'll count the number of people coming in, and there's a ton of stuff that it will do.
For sure, and then it shows like in the log. It'll show people, vehicle, activities. So, you can see like when this area is busy, region. Yeah, like you said, you can set up regions, and then it shows actual data traffic and record overview. So pretty nice. Like, it's a great thing to add to the cloud. You can manage it in the cloud. You can use, the NVR in the cloud, but then you can also add it to another NVR that you're using, right? Anything that supports.
That's right.
it.
Yeah.
Let's see if she's online. Still updating.
Yeah.
Details.
I can tell. Yeah. So now you have what? You have a gateway. You have a PDU.
Yeah.
You have a
Let's
switch.
look at my dashboard.
Yeah. access points, and now you have cameras. Um, there's extender switches as well. So yeah, we continue to add more and more to the EnGenius Cloud. So
Yeah, so I'm showing the new dashboard here, and that one shows the cameras, right? But yeah, you can see I have my ESG 620, my PDU, which is powering my cable modem, all the switches, so I can reboot it if the connectivity goes down. Automatically, it'll reboot all the devices, right? If the cable internet goes down, I have this PDU set to wait for 2 minutes and then cycle the cable modem, right, to see if it can bring it back up. Then I've got 4 switches, 2 access points, only 2, and then 2 cameras now. Now you're gonna send me that camera, right? Now that you registered, it's mine.
No, I'm gonna dereg.
So yeah, pretty cool. And if you just click on it, that one's still updating, I guess.
Yeah.
Interesting. Let's look at the log.
I may have something thought up over here. I'm not sure though.
Live demos. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Never worked out. But it will come back online eventually.
Yep.
So the other thing we want to talk about with the cloud is ECW 536. It's a great enterprise access point, right? I see others are kind of releasing their Wi-Fi 7 access points, and they're usually lighter versions, not the ECW 536 is 10 gig, 2 dual 10 gig ports, right?
Yeah.
And it's 4x4 on all 3 radios.
Yeah, we moved right to the premium.
Yeah, exactly. So this thing is ready for whatever you can throw at it, basically, right? And it's ready for the future with 10 gig.
Yeah, and we have had multiple people test and run speed tests and things like that, and they're just seeing, we've been talking about gigabit Wi-Fi for almost a year now, and so you experience it. A lot of our customers are experiencing gigabit Wi-Fi with these devices, with these access points. So
yeah,
we have a lot of experience with it now.
Yeah, and if you put this in a conference room or hotel lobby or something, people come in with their new iPhone 16, they're going to connect right up to the 6 gigahertz and get over a gig of throughput. I mean, that's crazy.
Yeah, exactly.
You don't have to do anything weird with your network or have a special device, because everyone that buys a new iPhone is going to have Wi-Fi 7.
That is right. And the other thing, sorry, I'm switching gears because I'm watching this camera to see what happens with this camera.
I know you are. I already took it down.
But it does show up in the topology view as well.
Oh, okay, let's show that.
So we haven't even gone down that path yet.
Yeah, let me show that real quick. Get my camera feedback.
Yeah, I think I've done something wrong.
What could you do wrong? You just scan it in. Let's show the topology view though.
Yep.
Yeah, so this is actually very cool.
Yeah, now we already show if you have cameras in your network on the cloud network, you do see cameras. If you enable other devices, I think in some cases.
Oh yeah. Let's do that, because I do have a bunch of cameras. So yeah.
So it doesn't come up as a camera. It comes up as a different icon.
Oh no, I'm seeing it. I'm seeing it. ECC100.
Oh yeah, our camera, yeah, for sure.
Your camera is understood. Yeah, so actually the one that's online, you can just hover on it, right, and you can see it. And if I click on it, it'll go into the video. So if you have a bunch of these in the hallways and stuff, you can see them in the topology view, and you can see that when you click in the EnGenius Cloud, you click other devices, right, and it'll use what's the protocol? Neighbor protocol. It's
for what?
I'm trying to think what the protocol is. It slipped my mind, but
for what though?
To discover device discovery. It's the same as the bridging protocol. No matter. But yeah, I can see Ruckus devices, and I can see other cameras. I have a Ruckus switch here. I have a SIP phone, right, that it's showing. And then I actually have some old EnGenius cameras from generation 1. that they're still running, and it's showing those in the topology view too. So yeah, very cool. It shows the gateway. It shows the ECP PDU right here.
I didn't realize you were running the 620 already. I was thinking you were still running the 510.
No, I switched over to the 620 a while ago, just because I like the rack mountability.
Yeah. And you're using your LAN port. You're using the secondary LAN, right?
No, I'm using
right?
the primary LAN with
The fiber.
with the copper module, because yeah, that's the. If you use the 620, it has two LAN ports. One is SFP plus. The primary is SFP plus, right? Now, if you don't have fiber coming in for your internet connection, then you should get a copper module to use Ethernet into the WAN port 1. Just because if you ever have to default the device, it defaults to WAN 1. If you do a factory reset. So that I recommend, using that WAN 1 on the 620.
Now there was a question about using the 620, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm hitting the. Let me see really quick. On a ESG 620, I want to make double sure that SFP plus port supports using an RJ45 to SFP plus mini gig adapter.
It does. Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
It does, right? Yeah.
That's what I'm doing. And
that's.
So I mean, so yeah, I would almost like purchase one of those with it if you're doing your first install. If you're not sure that you have fiber on that site for the internet connection coming in, because I think even with a lot of fiber connections, the fiber goes in the ONT and then Ethernet comes out of that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's not like true fiber. So yeah, with the 620, use one of those copper modules. They're cheap. They're under $50. Well, the EnGenius ones are a little more maybe.
Yeah, but they're qualified.
Well, yeah, they're tested, so they're gonna work. But yeah, definitely I'd pick one of those up if you're gonna buy a 620. All right, now I know you were stalling because you want to see that camera come up, and now it's up. So let's take a look.
Yeah, I'm trying to get it's online, but I'm trying to get to the video.
All right, I'm trying. Let's see.
Now the video. Oh.
Is it coming? You see? I don't see it yet. I'm showing the screen. Let me see. We'll try again. There it goes.
Can't see it.
There it goes. We're gonna get echo. I'm turning the volume down. Oh yeah, there you go. Okay, so yeah, the camera's up and running. It did a firmware update and then it came up. Now there's good two-way audio through these too. I was surprised like how clear the speaker and microphone is.
Yeah, I actually muted on my side.
Yeah. So it's good, and it can detect sound also in the cloud.
Yep.
So yeah, these are pretty. The one thing I'd like to get rid of is that timestamp. It should have an option to remove the timestamp.
At the top, upper left.
Yeah, most cameras have an option to remove timestamp.
Now, when you're looking at live video, you see the search motions, smart motion search.
Yeah.
Have you used that?
Let me turn it back on. Let's check it out. No events yet. So I think the way it's pointing at the ceiling, it hasn't detected anyone yet. Let's see. It should detect someone now. Let's see. Oh yeah, actually, if I go. People. Not yet. It probably takes a minute to process. I think you have to like walk by it actually, but it does work on mine. Like I'll show it on mine real quick. I've had this run for like a day now. So if I go to Smart Motion Search and then go to People, it'll show only video clips when it detects me walking around, right?
Yeah, very cool.
Yeah, so it is very cool.
And it gives you like a little screenshot or like where
Yeah.
the actual video.
Yep, it gives you a JPEG along the timeline. So you click on that and it'll show the video.
There's I'm watching you getting out of your the Rivian.
Yes, this morning for sure. So yeah, pretty cool new cloud device now. If you could only add EV chargers, I'd be really happy now because I'm testing one of those this week. I'm gonna do a level 2 EV charger install this week. I've Electron sending me one, so I'm gonna hardwire it in.
Nice.
Yeah. So stay tuned for that. All right, so we got the cameras. How soon will these be going on sale?
It's going to be a little bit because there's more fine tuning that we're doing and we're adding some new features. So we're talking like April timeframe, maybe.
All right, so no one asked me until April because they're not available yet. But I'll be testing them and we'll get them dialed in perfectly by then. Remember.